Hey everyone, Jero here, back with another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video, and today I am bringing you my first clear for the Solo Crash 2 of Gallonbaloir Humus. Alright, so before we get into the builds, if you could, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell and leave a like on the video. Alright, so Gallonbaloir Humus Crash 2. So it's just an upgraded version of Crash 1. The major thing that I noticed in my clear will be that the opening changed. Everything else about the battle is the same as the original Crash, except for the opening, where he will do a rake, which will be a little spin move he does in the beginning, and that's about it. But the funny thing about that rake is that it gives you just enough time to get to 4 ATB to be able to use the Fafnir rifles move, so you can get provoke up. Okay, so with that being said, I decided to go with a team of Sephiroth as my win DPS, Red 13 as our debuffer, and Barret as our tank slash buffer. Alright, so let's start off looking at our support for this team. We'll start off with Red 13. Alright, so with Red 13, we have him running his pilot's jacket, which is heal and buff debuff extension plus. In the main hand, we have his silver collar. This gives us a 3 ATB diamond sigil break, along with his wind resist down high tier on first cast. Then the R abilities are boost heal and buff debuff extension. For his second hand, we're running the pilot's collar, which gives us our heal cast and gives us magic defense up. We don't necessarily need magic defense up here, but this is an AoE heal for Red 13, so it works out perfectly. The R abilities on this weapon is boost heal and buff debuff extension. We are using Red 13's ultimate leather collar, which does give us the R abilities of boost heal and boost physical defense, as well as it gives us a healing cast of 27% and gives us regen for 12 seconds. Alright, for our sub equips, we have the Orchid Shovel, which gives him earth resist and physical defense all allies. And we have the Tranquility and the Stream Slasher, both giving physical attack all allies. Also water potency, but we won't need the water potency here. Alright, so with this, Red 13's R abilities come out to be boost physical defense level 3, boost heal level 10, boost earth resist level 2, buff debuff extension is level 6. Alright. For his materia, we have a Ruin Rub, which is a heal stat stick and HP in the third slot here, because I have an AoE heal, so I don't need the materia AoE heal. Alright, in the second hand spot here, I have a Cura, which is a physical defense and HP stat stick. Then we have a Ruin Blow here for our heal stat stick. Okay. We do have him running his Limit Break Stardust Ray, which will remove the physical or magic attack up. In this case of this enemy, the Gallonbaloir Humus does nothing but physical based attack, so we need to make sure he doesn't keep his 5-tier physical attack buff that he gives himself after he does his charge move. Alright, so with this, Red 13 stats come out to be 11,500 HP. His physical and magic attack doesn't matter. His physical defense is 241. His heal stat is 4.6k. Alright. So let's take a look at our tank next. We got Barret here. We have him running the Dragon King Varvatos outfit with Reprieve and the Dragon King mask, which will give us that earth resist for 20%. Alright. In the main hand, we do have the Fafnir rifle, which will give us provoke, a 10% veil for Barret, and also, as long as his HP is 70% or more, will give us physical defense up, mid tier, but maximum high. Alright. In the second hand, we are bringing the Shark Slayer along for another diamond 3 ATB diamond sigil break, because there is a sigil phase where he has 24 sigils, so it's easier for Barret and Red both to contribute while Sephiroth does damage, because during that sigil phase is also he will be using Mend, which will be restoring his health. So all the damage that you do before that sigil phase could be nullified by the simple fact that he's recovering HP. So the best way to do it is to be able to take out the diamond sigil phase as quickly as you possibly can. Alright. But this does give Barret the R abilities of boost HP and buff debuff extension. Then we are going to be using the missing score, which does give Barret magic defense and the enhanced interruption veil. Along, of course, the move Guardian Aura to give us that physical magical resistance 50%. Alright, for his sub-equips, we have him running the Rocket Punch, which is Earth Resist physical defense all allies. We have him running the Rocket Lance, which gives him boost attack all allies and buff debuff extension. Then we have the Stream Saber for physical attack all allies and ice potency. With this, his R abilities will come out to be boost HP level 7, boost physical defense level 6, boost earth resist level 3, boost buff debuff extension level 6. Alright. So for his materia, because he is our tank and all of Gallonbaloir Humus's damage is physical, we have nothing but physical stat sticks on Barret. So we have an HP physical defense stat stick here. This Aurora Blow is a HP and physical defense stat stick, as well as this Blizzard Blow is a physical defense stat stick. And we are using his quick limit break to allow us to be able to interrupt Gallonbaloir's attacks sometimes, so we can, number one, gain more ATB, but number two, maybe get in a quick move before we end up having to deal with whatever I'm interrupting. Okay, so with this, his stats come out to be 20k HP, physical defense 400, and that's all we need to know about Barret. Alright, so let's take a look at our actual DPS for this battle. I am bringing along Sephiroth. I have him running his Dark Harbinger outfit, which gives him HP and Wind Mastery, which is only 20% extra damage, so 15% less than the Arcanum for those who don't remember. So we do have him running, of course, the Dark Heavens. It is his wind DPSing weapon. It gives him physical attack and wind potency. Then, of course, his Shinra military sword for physical attack wind potency, and for 3 ATB, it does give us physical attack mid tier, and if his HP is at 50% or more, it will increase his wind damage by high. Alright. Then, of course, I am going to be running his Genji Blade, which does give him boost ability potency and interruption mastery. In case we don't remember what interruption mastery is, whenever we break the sigil phase, he will get a boost in stats. So in this case, a boost in ability potency, so physical magical damage 60%. Alright. And then, of course, the actual move, Flash of Steel, gives him physical attack and magic attack extra high, meaning it goes up to 4 tiers. Alright. For his sub-equips, I do have him running the enemy launcher, which does give him attack and physical ability potency. I do have the Type 90 Longsword, giving him physical defense, physical ability potency, and I have the Bahamut Cutter, giving him physical attack all allies and physical ability potency. With this, his R abilities come out to be boost HP level 3, boost physical attack level 7, boost physical defense level 4, boost attack level 3, boost wind potency level 8, ability potency level 3, physical ability potency level 7. And for the overall party R abilities, we have Sephiroth giving us physical attack all allies for level 3. We have Red 13 giving us physical attack all allies level 6. Physical defense all allies level 2. Then we have Barret giving us physical attack all allies level 3, physical defense all allies level 3, and attack all allies level 3. Alright. With this, so we're going to go look at the materia now. I have physical attack stat stick here. Alright. Then we have a physical attack and HP stat stick here. And we have a physical attack, physical defense stat stick here. And as before, this one I'm using because it will give us the mid-tier physical magic attack up to high. So this is just basically in case I don't have my buffs up or if I need to rebuff myself, but also used as a form of interruption. Alright, so with this, Sephiroth stats come out to be 13.7k HP, 13.1k physical attack, 4.2k magic attack, 260 physical defense. Alright, well, that takes care of going over the team. Let's go ahead and get into this clear for the Gallonbaloir Humus crash number 2. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, for starters, prepare to get ready to deal with that first rake. So I do have enough time to cast a Rolling Claw with Red 13 and go ahead and cast the Dragon's Roar, so that way we can get the provoke up in time for his Meteorite Call. Alright, so now that we have him targeting Barret, just note that Meteorite Call normally targets the unit that has the lowest HP on the team. During this Meteorite Call, as you can see, he will drop Meteorite, 3 of them. This is the second one coming down now. Alright, and we're going to get ready for the third. Enough time to heal in between each one, actually. We're going to hold defense here, but also hold ATB on red, so that way he can get ready to reduce the wind resist back down, because he's about to do Storm Call, which will give him a wind resist up of 4 tiers. And this will allow us to get it down quick, because we also have to get ready to deal with Rush Charge. If you do not get rid of that wind break bar, he does have an additional attack boost, as you can see there. Once that bar goes away, you will not take as much damage as you will see here. Alright. So now, after he does Greater Rush, he does give himself a 5-tier physical attack buff. As soon as I can, I'm going to use Stardust Ray so I can remove that. Alright, there it is. So we're just going to get rid of that 5-tier physical attack up buff. Don't want to forget it's there, because he's about to get ready to do another rake, maybe 2. Alright, so from here we want to go ahead and get the team healed. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Ardent's Flare. Which, as you can see, he was getting ready to do the rake anyway, so technically I kind of sort of interrupted him. Alright, here's another rake. Alright. And I'm casting Dragon's Roar, so I will, after I cast it, it did connect, and just in time for me to use Satellite Beam to interrupt that rake, giving us a chance to gain some more ATB here. Alright. Giving us a chance to get this heal in real quick. Alright, and coming out of this, he should be going in the sigil phase, men. So he's going to start giving, as you can see, he's trying to recover his health, but I am trying to keep it back down, while Red and Barret are taking care of the Diamond Sigil break. Even though for some reason the AI decided to cast a heal there, it is still fine because there is a pretty long interruption phase. Alright. One more sigil. Alright. And remember when you come out of this interruption phase, he will do a greater rush. So we need to be prepared with our physical defense up. I'm going to go ahead and use the Guardian's Aura to give us that physical resistance buff. And there you go. And that's the rotation, guys. So we're about to start back over here. Alright, he has that 5-tier physical attack buff. I'll wait to cast the Stardust Ray. There it is. Wanted to make sure Sephiroth got his hit in before I did it. Alright. And as you can see, he's getting ready to do Meteorite's Call. Alright, targeting Barret again because of the provoke. And we're just making sure the same as the opening rotation here. So just the same, keep Barret healed, keep his veil up. That way you don't take as much damage, switching the defense as when possible, and actually throwing an attack or two in too when possible. Alright, so I'm gonna hold defense mode. We'll switch to defense here. And after this meteorite cluster, you want to hold the ATB. Don't immediately start casting Rolling Claw. Hold for a few seconds, because there is a little bit of lift. Once you see Storm Shield come up, that's when you go ahead and start casting. Alright? Otherwise, you will probably end up missing timing, and you will probably end up not being able to clear the bar otherwise. Alright. Got the 3 wind resist down. We managed to clear the bar. Alright, and he's exhausted right there, so I gotta be very careful at watching the stun go away. Alright, the stun is leaving, so I'm gonna switch to defense for this greater rush. Alright, so greater rush is done. Alright, he should be getting ready to either do Rake or go into his sigil phase. Alright. Yep, there's a Rake. We're going to interrupt that with Stardust Ray. Alright. Alright, we're going to use Barret to get to his veil back up. As soon as it connected, I hit Ardent Flare to block off Rake. Alright. Next up. Alright. Gonna get the heal in, and there's Irate, so there we go. He's getting ready to do a very quick Diamond Sigil here of 7 versus that 24 from earlier. Alright, broke it, and we're just gonna keep doing damage. Same rule applies, that he is going to do the greater rush when he comes out of this, but I am going to defeat him here and now. Alright. Alright, and there you have it. That is how we take down the Gallonbaloir Humus solo crash number 2 using Sephiroth, Barret, and Red 13. And I must say, that was a pretty good reawakened event. I did enjoy it. Of course, this is a modified team from my original clear from the first crash. I think Matt was the healer, Red 13 was a debuffer, and Sephiroth was the DPS. Might go back in and see how viable that team is and see how that goes. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.